Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a Looney Tunes piece. This is going to be a series of mine. I'm going to kick it off with Yosemite Sam. And I wanted to do a fluid art background. So we're going to start with all of these bright, beautiful colors and get them mixed up with some Floetrol. I've got Floetrol here in 2 different cups. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour some off into each of these smaller cups. And I'm going to mix up my colors with this Floetrol. Since these are fluid pigments, I won't need to be adding any water or anything because I'll have the perfect consistency just going with the Floetrol. Okay. I'm just going to put some white acrylic paint. This one I'm going to have to add some water to get it back to the consistency of the fluid paints. So I'm just going to mix up my white acrylic paint in with my Floetrol and add some squirts of water. Once I get it nice and thin, I'm going to move on to my liquid pigments. These are fluid acrylics. And this right here is called Purely Pigments, which is like a fluid acrylic. It's a thin consistency pigment. Okay, I'm just mixing up all my colors here. And we're going to get to pouring. Get these out of the way. And we're going to put a little bit more water there in our white, and we're going to pour it out onto the canvas. And now I'm going to take and stretch this white across the entire canvas. Okay, now that I've got my white stretched out, I'm going to grab this flour strainer, and I'm just going to pour my colors in the center of it. Once I get my colors all poured in, this is a quick, easy thing to do. I put a little white in between the yellow and the purple just so I didn't get a brown. But you're going to see in the end results, my colors were so transparent that everything just turns brown. And we fix it. That's all we're going to say is we fix it. But we're just layering our colors, starting with our reds and our purple, then our red, then our orange, yellow. And now we're going to stretch this across the canvas. It turned out so beautiful. I wish it had dried this way. Oh, I love the way it looks. I wish it would have dried the way it looks now. But the colors were so highly transparent that you could see straight through them. So it just did not dry at all the way it looks at this point. Had it, I'd been extremely satisfied. But I'm going to let it dry now, and here we are. This is what I got. Okay. I've got to get some color back on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and pull out my yellows and oranges. And first I'm going to paint all those brown areas. I'm going to paint them white. And this is only because if I put the transparent colors over top of that, you're going to see straight through to that brown again. So we're going to paint it white so that we've got a fresh white base to work off of. And the colors will pop on top of this. So we're just going to whiten out all of those dark areas. We're going to leave a little bit of the dark, but not much. Now we're going to take and paint The white area is yellow. This is Yellow Deep by Josiah. I love this shade. It's beautiful. And we're just going to continue painting it, getting our color back onto the canvas. It's already looking 1,000 times better, but we've got a lot of ways to go. So now I'm adding in some orange around the outsides of the yellow, the outside edge of the yellow. And then I'm going to come in and add some lighter yellow around the inside of the yellow. Okay, and it looks 1,000 times better now. But I still want to add some red. I'm going to add some red around the outside of that orange. And I'm going to do this around the entire canvas, so I can get some of this bright red back in the piece. I love this pyro red. It has become one of my favorite colors. But here it is now. Look at the difference. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, on with Yosemite Sam. I'm just drawing my character now, drawing out the words. Like I said, this is going to be a part of a series. This is just the first piece. But we're going to finish drawing out our character. He was a lot of fun to do. He was really great to do. And super simple. A little more complicated than some of the other characters I've done, but not that bad. And now we're going to just start painting him. This is yellow ochre. I painted his hat with yellow ochre. Wasn't loving that shade. Tried adding some Tuscan gold. Wasn't loving that. So I lightened the yellow ochre with some white. And now he's looking really good. And I lightened the yellow ochre a little bit more and did his flesh tones. Now I'm painting his mustache white and going back over it until I find the color I'm looking for. This is Red Earth by Josiah. This is the color I landed on for his beard and his hair. But he's starting to come together. He's looking really good. And we're going to paint his little guns there. And we're going to go in with all of his highlights. The highlights is what really brought him together. And now we're going to highlight all the lettering. Once we get all our lettering highlighted, we're going to come back in and paint the letters. We're not going to leave them like that. We're going to put some white on there. And now that he's done, he is completely done. I absolutely love him. I think he turned out brilliant. He is one of my favorite pieces so far. Have a blessed day.